Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. That's a solid gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. He hands it off from the gun. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the left. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offensive need to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? And that pass ball is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set, second down play here. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Moves out of the pocket. Throws it deep downfield to the left. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. Nittany Lions trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Rolls all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, this is what makes this quarterback so dangerous. There's just only so much a defense can do to contain him. He is so fast. You can plan for it all you want, but planning and the execution are two different things.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Offense takes the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. On the move now. He finds some space. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. What a move, and he's free. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Oh, it would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught quickly. Breaking free at midfield. He's in the clear. At the 10 now. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him.
And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
And they tack on the extra point. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout.
Texas.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Across the 30. Breaking free at the 35. And here he goes. Out past the 30. Past the 10. And he's into the end zone. But hold on. There's a flag now. This might be coming back. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. Ball handed off. Spins away from defenders. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 1st and 10 play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
The Nittany Lions looking to cash in this red zone trip. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He's going to hand this off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. Comes a short throw down to the running back. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
And the Nittany Lions will line up here on 1st down and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught near the goal line. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. A fun conference championship battle in the early going. Deadlocked at the end of the 1st. Let's check out the stats real quick. We've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. And that's how the quarterback sneak. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's long. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
But what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. They've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy. And maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grabbed by the receiver. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Texas. No chance to catch him there. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Texas.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Running back has it on a screen now. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. Great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
First down, looking to throw the football. Gets rid of it on the move. Nice throw, caught for a completion. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. A completion sets up a second down play. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
It's third down for the offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
Anytime you like to run the toss play successfully, that means you're going to have to win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there. Got a nice game.
The Nittany Lions will try to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got room to run. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. The Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Send the back in motion. Looking to throw yet again. He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout when they check it out. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that puts them back on top. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Takes the handoff again. Breaks loose at the 40. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
Looking for a man. And the pass is incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain makes it second and goal from the 9. Gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Timeout called by the defense their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe hold them to 3 points.
Game sets up a third down and goal from the 6. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here we go. Third and goal coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to scramble. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on third and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open. The quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle.
21, Texas, 7.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left.
Love those positive yards on first and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And the Nittany Lions churn out another first down. They move the 6, the whole to the line here on first down now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And he hauls it in to the 15, still going. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You put put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
PAT puts him up 3. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going to take a shot down the left side. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary. Tried to force it in there. But it doesn't work out.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Moves out of the pocket. On the run here. Let's it go. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's getting 4th down and inches. Timeout is called. Clock strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Longhorns will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw now on 1st down. On the move now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this deep to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid game. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on. From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
He escapes the pocket. Looking deep to the right after all that. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge game slips through his hands.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Trying to convert with a sweep.
That's when you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. He leaves the ball deep down that right side. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And there's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He bought some time, now lets it go. And off the deflection, it's caught. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
You know, we've seen this guy make a lot of plays, but one of the things that really stands out to me is his desire to want to come down with the ball. Here, the ball is deflected. Instead of giving up on the play, he still has that desire to come up with the catch to help his quarterback out.
3rd down play for this offense. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. On the move now. Looks to the left for a quick throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Texas, 21.
That one bounces through the end zone, so it'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He fires downfield. He's got his man wide open. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Point after, not right through.
31, Texas.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Offense comes out to start this drive. Handoff here from the shotgun. Runs through the defender. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket. No throwaway here. Quarterback forced out of bounds for a loss on the play.
I think this quarterback here is just desperate to try to make a play, and as he's trying to make that play, he's losing ground. This defensive speed is on display. Good job of getting him out of bounds.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Touchdown, Longhorns. And they jump on top here in the second half. What a moment. Their fans are never going to forget that. Conference title on the line. He takes it all the way to the house.
Well, I just love to see returnmen get a chance to make a play and make a difference in the outcome of the game, let alone a conference championship on the line. He got some great blocks, but truly at the end of the day, it was his instincts and natural playmaking ability that took it into the end zone.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. QB to the tight end for a completion. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Second down after that completion. He's looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage curve. He is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Hit as he released it. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. The Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. It's the running back in the front. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Trying to create here on the move.
Boy, these defensive backs are completely locked in. Third down, the defense stays disciplined in zone coverage and knocks that one down.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle. No huddle now for the offense.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind. But look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack it.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Short throw complete to the tight end.
And the best thing that happens here, Chris, is he gets out of bounds. Gives the offense a chance to regroup, huddle up, make sure they have the right call here for this critical fourth down.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back. On the move now. Quick throw over the middle. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackle finally made, down at the 13-yard line. Longhorns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Been a really solid drive, and now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Stepping to his right now to avoid the pressure. The receiver makes the catch. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. You're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force him to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down.
Now they run the football here. I thought he might have enough room to be able to extend and get across that first down mark, but he's going to be a couple yards short. Good job by the defense at having awareness of space there and knew exactly what they needed to do to bring him down.
He escapes the pocket. Touchdown, Texas. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Retakes the field. Conference championship trophy at stake. This offense got to find the end zone on this possession. Quick throw to the left side. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play. So we'll take a timeout. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. And this one is caught. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion.
Boy, another nice completion by this quarterback. And
they heave it deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. Oh, it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
He makes the grab. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Keeping it on the ground here. Touchdown, Penn State. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
PAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter.
Penn State, Texas, 22.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now, the 25. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
That's exactly what they needed here. Just a humongous play late in the football game. And this play right here could put them in a position to get the go-ahead score.
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. And they'll stop him after a short game.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's long. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing, they're sitting back in zone, they're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
Longhorns pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns. They take the lead
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all you got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive.
Texas.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. On the move now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's wide open. Look out. Tackle made after a big gain. The offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Back-to-back deep shots. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. So the drive will begin from the 1-yard line, 99 away from the end zone. It's a quarterback sneak. And now a timeout is taken by the defense with the 11 seconds remaining. Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Lights off a defender. And it's a safety to essentially slam the door and secure this victory. So after the safety, it's now a free kick coming up. They'll punt it away from the 20. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a late deep shot. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he goes down as the takeaway wraps up a hard-earned victory for the defense. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.